Hey guys, welcome to the Stars in the Making. My name is Ricardo Ngolo, Second Tech Studios. On a production, our staff for today, she's an actor, she's 11 years old. She started acting at 5. She's been on several commercials like with companies like Marvel, Disney, Ashbro, Facebook, and more. Please, let's welcome the one, the upcoming superstar, Eva. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Ava. And
Awesome.
So I started acting when I was about like 5 years old.
Wow.
My mom signed me up when I lived in North Carolina, and then I got back into it when I moved here. It was like, it was really fun. My first one was like a drug ad for cancer.
Wow.
And I was super nervous because it was my first time.
Right.
But everyone was like so welcoming and nice, and there's just like a lot of support in like the community and everything.
Right. Well, that was at 5 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
In kindergarten.
Wow. That's awesome. Talk to me a little bit more about how do you guys sign with the Club Inc. Can you go a little bit deeper on that?
Yeah. So what happened was we went to Boston and basically like told their all the information and stuff, and then we got signed, and then they'll like email you like all the information and like where you need to go and all that stuff.
Wow, that's amazing. So how do you started? How do you deal with all these acting and schools and everything with friends? How do you deal with that?
So when there's an acting thing, usually I take about like a day off of school. And well, it's pretty fun. A lot of my teachers, they're like super supportive. Like my second grade teacher, she's like, "Oh my God, I love you so much." She's like, "It's so cool." All my teachers, they like don't care if I miss a day of school or anything because they're like, "Oh, it's like so cool that you're acting and stuff."
That's really awesome. That's amazing. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit. I saw your commercial. You did several commercials.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. So when I saw your commercials, the Disney that you did with Disney and Facebook, it's such amazing work.
Yeah.
And it's just the way you look on camera and how happy you are. You look so cute. That was like at 5 or 6, something like that.
Yeah.
I really love it. And how do you really, when you act, what do you think about? Because you don't appear to be a little like shy or none of that stuff. Can you tell us the secret?
Well, the thing is, you just gotta concentrate and think about like. So they always tell you what to do. You're never like you never come unprepared. They're always like, okay, so you're gonna hold your hand like this.
Yeah.
They always prepare you and tell you what you're gonna do. And what I think about usually is just to try not to be nervous and remember everything that they say.
Wow, that's amazing. And what are you working on at this time?
So usually I do a lot of self-tapes. Like ever since COVID, there's been a lot more self-tapes than going in person.
Right.
Because usually in person, you go to like places in Boston, Rhode Island, Connecticut, anything like that.
Right. Wow, that's amazing. I want you to talk about the musical theater that you studied. You studied something like the musical production. Sorry, not theater, but production.
Well, basically.
Yeah. Talk to me about the play.
So my first play was James and the Giant Peach, and I was Ladybug, which was like a big role for my first time.
Wow.
And all the directors, they didn't know me at all, but I'm like so glad they gave me that role.
Yeah.
Because I had so many friends there, like that I met, and then I saw them in the next production I did, which was Midsummer Night's Dream. And then I got an even bigger role. I don't know if you know, but it's like Puck. It's like a really big role.
I heard that. I was talking to your mom regarding that. You're such amazing things. I saw pictures and all that stuff. Do you remember like any script? Can you like act a little bit like the script? One of the little line that you like it, like anything? Like whatever. We just want to see you.
Yeah. I was gonna bring my book, but I forgot it.
Oh no, don't worry about it. So let's go back to one of your plays. Like, what was the most difficult place like you had to do?
I think my most difficult one was my most recent one, Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay. It was like a lot of work. There was 6 shows in total. I'm so happy that I was like, there was 2 Pucks, so I got to have like a day break. And the reason it was so difficult was because it was Shakespeare, so I had to memorize everything in Shakespeare and
Yeah.
rhyme, and the blocking was like super complicated. But you know, you
Wow.
learn it, and then there's like a lot of helpful people. There was professional actors there,
Yeah.
lots of directors. I had a mic that show, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last show, James and Peach, I had to wear a mask, which people couldn't really hear me that much.
Oh, when was that again? When?
I think this year.
This year?
February.
Oh, February. Yeah. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. And one thing I was always curious about knowing, how do you do? Like, you had to do in several days? Do you have to take like several takes?
Yeah.
Or how is that work? Like the production?
In musicals?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're working on it for around like 2 months maybe. It's like super fast, but you like sometimes I'm like, oh, I have 2 months. Like you get kind of worried. But like I can learn it pretty fast. It's just all up to like memorizing lines, and there's like 1 week before the show, we usually do tech week and dress rehearsal week, where we do all the mics, all the dressing up. Like we had 3 days to do the show, like maybe 7 times each day.
Wow.
So it was like a camp. It's called Windover Camp in Rockport. And we just kept like, it's an outdoor camp, so we just kept running the show over and over again until we got it perfect.
Wow. That's such an amazing thing. So in such a young age, you have done all these plays. And where do you see yourself like few years from now?
I think I'll see myself doing more plays. Definitely, I'll try to be on like Broadway or something. Maybe in a movie, in a show, something like that. I definitely want to like continue this profession.
Wow, that's awesome. And who inspired you to start like acting?
Yeah.
Who is your biggest inspiration?
I think probably my family, because a lot of people in my family, they've done like musicals. It's like a thing in my family, and acting and all of that stuff. And probably also my mom, because like she signed me up for everything. She like asked me all that stuff.
That's really awesome. And mom, she's right there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And do you have any particular play that you want to do maybe like in the future? Any movie that you are the main character, right?
Probably like, I don't know, Hairspray or Mamma Mia or something like that. It sounds super fun, and I've like watched it. Ooh, also Hamilton, yeah.
Wow.
Like one of the Schuyler sisters or something.
Wow, that's really cool. And how do you interact with your classmates? Like in school, when they see you in all these commercials and stuff like that, because you are famous. And how do you interact like with all that?
Well, this year, I was telling my new friends that I've never met, because it's from a bunch of different schools. So I'm like, oh yeah, so I also do acting. And they're like, what? Also, in maybe like 3rd grade or 4th grade, kids would come up to me and they'd be like, I just saw you in a commercial like yesterday.
Right.
What? I didn't even expect you to see it like in like the Little Mermaid commercial or Rapunzel commercial.
I
like,
saw that.
Alive.
It's such a beautiful, you did a beautiful job on that. That's such amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember all the music from it and like the hand placements, all that stuff.
Wow, I was able to see every single commercial that you have done. I mean, not all of them. I'm lying if I say that, because you did just several ones.
Yeah.
But you did amazing job. I really, really love it.
Thank you.
And you know, there is. It seems like you really know where you're going. And this show is a star in the making. Yeah. And you are really a superstar.
Thank you.
I really love how you see your future and everything. I think everything is you're gonna do really, really great in the movie industry.
Thank you.
Yeah. And by being said, so I wanted to know, what is the message that you want to send to any kid who maybe doesn't know like what to do? Of course, like in your age, maybe you want to follow a path, but it's really, it's kind of frustrating because they are still young, they don't know. What is your message on that?
So if you want to go into like the acting and modeling community, I think it's like really good because it definitely builds confidence. And for me, I was like nervous a lot, but talking to like more adults every single shoot, it was like amazing. I loved it. And I would just say focus on it. I know it could be like hard to do a bunch of self-tapes, and it's okay if you don't get the role, because sometimes you don't get an email back if you got it or not. But I just say focus on it, and then it'll lead you to something.
Awesome. I love the message. So, Ever, do you love to read at all?
Yeah, I do. I read like 4 of the Harry Potter books.
Wow.
I read a lot in middle school and like class and stuff. You always have to read when you come in. So yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, you know, we got a surprise for you. We have this super book. Is a motivational speaker. Is one of my favorite motivational speaker. His name is Eric Thomas, and you're definitely gonna love this book. It's called You Owe You. Yes, right here. So this is for you, and yeah, I hope you read it, and you're definitely gonna love it. Here we go.
Wow.
All right. And talk to me about what was your most, I mean, I think I already asked you that, like the most difficult times that you had on acting, something that you thought that, no, actually, I don't think I can do, like, you know, description, whatever it is, like there is something that you remember?
Yeah, so doing self-tapes actually, like in my bedroom.
Yeah.
You have to take like a lot of different takes.
I
And
know.
even if you're not like getting the commercial, you still have to memorize all the lines for what they ask you to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's like hard and you feel like you want to give up, but I try to persevere.
Wow. You are amazing. You are a superstar.
Thank you.
Definitely. So do you travel a lot by doing this place?
Yeah, so there's like Hasbro headquarters that I've been to do different shoots.
Yeah.
Like Baby Alive, you know, any Disney stuff. Usually I go to Rhode Island.
I love that Baby Alive. We didn't talk about it. The Baby Alive, you did such amazing job. I saw a few takes, videos that you have done commercials. In such a young age, how do you like do all that stuff? Like you didn't have to repeat it over and over?
I mean, yeah, it takes like maybe 3 hours to do it. And I was never like
Did you cry at all?
No, I was never cranky as a child.
Mom, is that true?
It is true. So,
Love that.
I mean, it can be hard, but everyone's like, there's like always they're touching up your hair, your makeup. I mean, you're on like set for a long time. But yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, you know, thank you so much for being in the Stars in the Making.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we are looking forward for you, you know, to do more. You can come here any time in the Stars in the Making. You are definitely a star in the making. Thank you for coming here. And do you have any, you know, do you want to send a shout out to someone out there, maybe to your production and or your friends? The time is all yours.
I want to say a shout out to my favorite director, probably my director, Katie. She directed the Midsummer Night's Dream play and the James and Giant Peach play. Also, Sadie, because, you know, she's like really good.
Right.
I like support her a lot. She's like, yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow. Thank you for being in the Star in the Making, and you are truly a star in the making. Guys, here we go. Ever, please make sure you follow your dreams, and she's doing it.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Anything else you want to add?
Follow your dreams, be confident, you know, do what you want to do.
Awesome. All right. This is the Stars in the Making. We out. Take care, guys.